This video is for the Indigo children, the Indigo people of the world. So, as an Indigo child, you might have seen that you are not truly accepted in society because you talk truth, whereas the world operates the other way. As long as you comply and you do not question and you do not express your opinion, nobody has a problem. But if you're born on this planet as an indigo child and then you start to question things, why are people manipulating? Why are they not being themselves? So you can see through the mask basically. And those people might be in your own family. Like your own parents, they might talk very nicely, but deep inside when you are actually yourself, when you show your spirit to them, what truly is in alignment with your own spirit, your own calling, they do not approve you of that. It might be with your friends, like while you are hanging out with them, they want you to talk very shallow. But as an indigo child, you know that shallow talks does not entertain you. It has actually never entertained you. And they always wanted to put you in a boxed mentality, what you were not born for. And you deep down you knew inside this yourself, even while you were very young in your school days. So you would see that even coming from if you look back in your childhood, you would see that you never had too many friends because you were just too real. And the fake friendship and the shallowness of the people you could sense through in your own family, in your own school. And so, as an indigo child, that's what we would call as chosen ones while they have grown up. But truly, you're a blue ray child. And you're born into a family wherein people tend to operate just so that they can stay together because they do not want to actually face the truth. So they all just go and indulge in so many parties and festivals and this and that. They might question what is the. You as a child, you have always questioned, like, why are we doing all this excess? Why can you just not be happy with who you are? And why so much extravagance of exploitation of resources, unnecessary parties? Don't you see? As an indigo child, you always found that as noise. Too many people. Don't you see all that noise, all that chaos, those demonic energies all around? But you're born on the planet for a reason because you are different than the rest. And you are the light bearer. So, amidst the darkness, you are the torch bearer. Your job is to show the mankind of how to live and how to live in simplicity and how to live in beauty without having to resort to all these unnecessary stuffs and extravagant work. You see people working all the time. I'm busy, I'm so busy. All the time you see the traffic on the road, doesn't that drive you crazy? The noise, the chaos of the city. Sometimes you just want to retreat. You just want to go to a silent place where there's just nobody. It's so chaotic in the city. And probably just spending some quiet time in nature is going to relax your soul because nature is healing. The water, the wind, the sun, and above all, the silence. So, as an indigo child, you know that you have never been truly heard apart from somebody who's actually another indigo person. And truly, if you have found another indigo person like yourself, you need not speak. You just know that they are like you by the vibe. You just know that they are exactly going through the same things. Another thing that I wanted to say is as an indigo person, after you have awakened, you need not speak to anyone. You just know what they're going through. You can sense through their life stories without having to say a word, without having to have an eye contact with them. So people feel scared of coming around you because you know that you can sense through and read it. So they feel very much exposed now. And the strange thing is, None of your thoughts are private to you. So, as an indigo child, the only good thing with you is that you are okay with being exposed, because you are no more thinking that I'm a special, unique person, and there's no such thing called as a privacy in your life, first of all. Because either they are monitoring spirits around, they are monitoring people who just track you for everything that you do 24 hours, or it might be just people checking on you even at your workplace. So you just go to a new workplace and there's nobody that knows you as yet. But still, you find that so much people just gang stalk you and then they laugh at you. Like, what are you really laughing for? But you know that you need not question them, because you know that they are laughing at you because they could sense that you are different. You have got that authentic energy. You don't talk bullshit like them. You just stay with your work. Whatever is your work assigned, you ask the relevant questions, you work intelligently, you deliver. But the rest of the people, they want to laugh at you and make you feel awkward. But that does not affect you because you are so used to of it. And they just want to make you like them. So they want you also to be inauthentic like them. Talk uselessly, laugh uselessly, just blabber shit uselessly. Basically, they have sold their soul to the demon for comfort, for money, for luxury, without being aware that all of those are empty and hollow. And they live in an illusionary world that they will never get old and they will never die, and that they will never lose things, and that they will never fail, despite having failed a million times. Everybody lives like that. But you know, as an indigo child, you when you see through all this funny things, as a young person, like in your school days, you used to think that why am I like this? Am I the only one who's going to experience all of this? Because everybody seems to act like they know. And that is where the lie is. The society, they are brainwashing, the parents brainwash their children to act like they know. And that's why even in school, you would have seen, see, who are these bully people bullying students at school? Because they have been taught by their parents that, look, this is a dog eat dog and a rat eat rat world. So you need to go and dominate over other children. If you do not, they're going to rather come and dominate you. So a poor upbringing at the family in turn makes a child bully the other child. So it's truly not a child's problem. It's a problem from the society. That's what they're taught. And so, in turn, a garbage family breeds such sort of people. So, a child which is very pure, innocent, and tender, if they are not given the right condition, they turn to, situations like that, wherein they turn to a bully. And the reason why a bully is a bully because they are not confident enough in their skills, and they go and in turn mock the other person, the empath, the indigo child, the chosen one, because they are just doing their own work. They study their own subjects, they prepare, they give the exam, they get good grades. Simple. No BS about it. But then these people come and make fun of you. Oh, so you're the one who studies a lot, and where is it all going to lead you into? Because you see, a lot of these bully people, when they grow up, they are very street smart, right? So you might see them running very good, successful businesses. You might see those bully children at school when they've grown up. You might see them with a lot of money, and they're posting on Instagram and TikTok their fancy houses and foreign trips and basically showing off like, look, I'm so successful. But deep inside, you know who they are from their childhood. You know what they're doing. You know how they have gotten access to all of that. And don't just believe because they flash all of that on social media. And you think that, oh wow, their life is so happy. And look at me. I'm living so simple life. But do you realize that there is a beauty in simplicity? You do not have to deal with all of the bullshit and lies that they have to do. They got to maintain all of that, and that maintenance is so much of a work. You're free, you're like a saint. Your life is so much burdensome free. You're free of that burden. So don't you think that, oh, being like them, Maybe if I was clever and I was mean and I could trade my soul with the devil, I would get all of those goodies, because this is what the devil wants you to do. The devil will give you fake friends, fake family, uh, flashing money, flashing fame for a while. And after it has gotten you, it's like a bait. See, all this is Maya. What is all this? All this is the Maya, the goddess feminine energy. She gives the bait to the people. Now you fool, you think, oh wow, it's very flashy, it's so tasty, let me have it. And then she gets you by the hook, and you're out like a fish out of the river, and you are dead. That death is the death of your soul. So don't you think that your suffering is causing only you pain? And don't think that the other side of the story is very nice just because they're demonic and they're devils, they are living very happy life. No. There's suffering on that end too. And know that you are suffering as well, because life is not easy as an indigo child. That means you need to carve your path out all alone, because you basically cannot operate with unjust people. You just don't like to be around them. But if the situation is, you would operate in a world, right? Because if you just want to live with Buddhas and with saints, maybe if there is a time for that, that moment will come wherein you will find your real true master, wherein you do not have to deal with this fake society and stuffs, wherein you are not anymore interested in living the life that you have been conditioned so far. And deep down, you know, like the change would come about. And I also know that probably this message also may or may not reach too many people, but that does not matter. I do not make content for getting fame or getting million views. My job is whatever my spirit tells me to tell, I just speak it out. And then my job is to post it. If it is meant to reach the right ears, the words that I've spoken would reach it. If it does not, it won't. I'm not interested in the end result. I just believe in, like Lord Krishna has said in Gita, you're just supposed to do your work and do not worry about the result. That work might be anything. That work might be meditation. That work might be doing the work that you're called for, creating music, creating art, or it might be a war. It might be fighting the devils in the outer world, slaying the demons. You see, a warrior life. And you, as an indigo child, you embrace everything because you just want to live by authenticity, and you do not want to just live in comfort. And the reason is because you know that just staying in that comfort is like rotting, and the society gives you all the goodies only to make you in comfortable zone and so that you can rot. Why do you think there are so many people in the hospital? All of them have lots of money. That's the reason. Now that comfort, that same thing, see what shamans say, anything in excess is going to cost you. So excess of food is going to cost you poor health. Excess of extravagance in money and indulgence is going to make you even more mad. You're going to be more restless. I want more. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. I just want latest gadget. Why do you want all of that latest gadget? Use what you have. Just use what you have. It's more than enough. And it's not important about showing yourself or proving to the world. Like you might see, there are so many average artists and they are able to do so much better than you. And you might think, oh, but I'm a better singer. I have more skills. I can do more things, but I'm not just finding the right people. Maybe because you're lazy, or maybe because that's just how it is. And you need not think too much about the end result. Because anytime you are confused, just come to this end point that we are going to die. And the moment you have this awareness, it's like a clean board. It just cleans your board of bullshit. So now you have a lot of energy inside of you that you just want to. Now you're just free. You just want to either do nothing, just sit with your I am, just sit in the silence, or you just want to do whatever you want to do. Maybe make a painting because that's what you enjoyed as a child. Another thing about indigo children are they are introvert. They keep to themselves. They're not much interested in socializing for fake events and parties. They like to keep to themselves because to them their peace and uh, spending time with themselves matters a lot. Your peace is the most fanciest asset that you have. So you want to save your energy and channel it into the right space. Saving your energy does not mean that you do not do anything. So you will do what needs to be done. But you're not just going on blabbering and calling people unnecessarily. When you know that people don't have time for you, you just maintain the distance because you do not want to barge into people's space and say, talk to me because you are my family, talk to me because I'm so bored. Yeah. So you might have faced as an indigo child that even before you have started truly working, people would have a lot of issues with you just with your presence because your presence is intimidating to them because you're just being yourself, you're just being too authentic. And strangely enough, they also like you a lot. But then they get confused like, if I truly like this person, now I'll have to be like them, which is so difficult. And I rather wear my mask as who I'm not because if I truly show who I am, they're going to reject me. Well, you're already rejected because we have read your energy. And it's not about acceptance or rejection, it's just that some people are not of your vibe. So you cannot never get along with them no matter how much amount of gifts and money and stuff that they give to you because you are just built different. And it's not about them being bad and you being high and they being low. it's just it's just that you cannot vibe along with those people because you are different. And they can vibe along with their type of people. If that works for them, well and good. It's just not my world, so I'm not interested in their world. But yeah, you need to learn to articulate because as an indigo person you would be way more times than normal put to tests. And the reason you are put to test is so you can come out like phoenix. So you might feel your energy draining, you might feel like your body's in pain, but like Sufi said, Rumi said that the solution to the pain is in the pain. So you when you feel the pain in the body, you go deeper into it. You relax into the pain and not run away from it. When you feel that you are being tested by life through difficult situations at work or in society, at whichever place you go to, like life happens, right? So you do not run away from it. You just ease into the unknowingness, the cloud of unknowing, which is always there. You do not run away from it. And also you do stay aware of this fact of mortality. You are aware of your mortality every single day, which most of the people on the planet are not. So you are of course very much aware, and that's why people don't like you. That's why people hate on you because you're too intelligent for rest of the people who want you to be like them with eyes closed. But you after you have woken up, you don't want to go back to sleep because one, it's not fun. Staying ignorant is not fun. It's just too plainly boring. It's too dead. You have just gotten alive, you don't want to die into that. And this is the aliveness of the spirit. I'm not talking of the aliveness of any other thing. So you let people talk and do whatever they want to do. But to you, your own peace matters. To you, your own ascension of your spirit matters the most. And you would not trade that for anything. You know that. You know that. If you're an indigo person, you can resonate every single thing that I'm saying. So I just want to share because, uh, yeah, like I said, if the words that have been spoken and there is an ear, like Jesus Christ said, let those who have ears listen, let those who have eyes see. So you are the walking truth, you are the living truth. For those who are like you, they're going to vibe along with you. For those who won't, they just won't. Just be at your peace. Peace is the greatest asset. Authenticity is the greatest asset. Love is the greatest asset. And that love is right inside you. You need not get or seek love from external things and external world. Because first of all, nobody else can give it to you because it's like you have your own light. And all that you are looking for is the light from someone else so you can steal their light. So much better that you see that you yourself are made of light. So when Buddha was asked by his disciples that while he was dying, he was asked, "Oh, please don't die, venerable Bodhichitta. Please don't die." And he said, "What have I taught you all my life? I taught you to find your own light." So there were people around Buddha who were so attracted to him. And see, this is the thing difference between attraction. Attraction means like you just want to own that thing personally, which is not very nice thing to have, because after you are owning that, you are going to diminish its value and you're going to take them for granted. But if there is true love, you just let that be. So you learn to develop your own light, and you learn to see that you yourself are made of light, and you're not scared of that light anymore. Too many times we are scared of our own light, so we choose to go in ignorance. We choose to be with a toxic family or with toxic friends just because we do not have the courage to not be with them. It's like you are so thirsty, but just because you're so thirsty does not mean you go and drink poison, because after all, poison is water. So if you're thirsty, be thirsty till you can find water. So that means if you're feeling that I'm just so much alone, I have to do all this by myself, so just do whatever you can. But getting back to seeking advice and help from those people who you are not going to be of any use is just wasting your time, because they will first of all waste your time with lots of words, and you would feel your energy drained out. You don't want to do that. It's not fun. So you would rather be yourself and get to act on the consequence. You know that being yourself is going to cost you into a lot of situations which you want to avoid. But what is the other way of avoiding it? Is by being like them. So it's again into the same problem of living with discomfort of not owning yourself. Don't do that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Bye. I think I've spoken a lot. I'll see you in the next one.